Lift it a little higher. Okay. Take it.
My name is Klaassen. I'm 22 years old and I'm a rally raid driver.
Klaassen is fast becoming South Africa's rally queen, blazing through the world of desert racing with fearless skill and style. From Dakar to the World Rally Raid Championship, she's proving she's not just competing, but she's commanding respect among her peers. The lure of racing first captivated her when she was around 6 years of age, going on to race go-karts before getting into motocross.
At age 6, I fell in love with motorsport. That's when my dad exposed me and all my siblings to motocross and go-karting. And my brother and I, we completely fell in love with the bikes and go-karts. And then from there, we started racing. I started off more go-karting and then leaned more towards motocross. So focused more on motocross and yeah, I've always been big into anything that has an engine and horsepower and speed.
At 12 years old, motocross fell by the wayside as she followed her siblings into horse riding, which dominated the next 6 years of her life. But her fascination with motor racing was reignited during a trip to Switzerland, where she was introduced to the world of Dakar rally through a friend. Born in the Netherlands but raised in South Africa, the 22-year-old has a competitive background in racing motocross but has now decided to purely focus on 4 wheels.
Well, my transition from 2 wheels to 4 wheels was a very unexpected transition. I had a motocross injury during 2023 and Dakar Classic, the opportunity to do Dakar Classic came up. So of course I couldn't say no, but it gave me 3 months to prepare for a whole other discipline of sport. But I liked that challenge and I, liked the whole aspect of endurance and Dakar being this unthinkable race, it really appealed to me. So yeah, but everything about the sport was different. I'm used to motocross, which is a solo sport, more of a sprint, 1-day race to a 2-week race in the desert, 10 hours a day with someone next to you. So everything was different about the sport, but I think I liked that aspect of it, the endurance and being with someone. It's cool to have someone navigate you through the desert. And yeah, it definitely wasn't an easy transition because even now I'm still new to the sport and there's a lot to learn. And I didn't have good mechanical knowledge and all these things. So yeah, it was a hard sport to learn, but I really enjoyed that challenge.
Klaassen is no stranger to competition, but the dive into the deep end of the rally raid world was something that neither she nor her dad Sebastian could have prepared for.
To be able to do Dakar Classic alone is an unforgettable experience, but to be able to do it with my dad was something really special. And we kind of made the decision that I'd be driver and he'd be navigator. So for both of us, it was a new experience. I had no experience with cars and he did some rallying back in his day, but he'd never co-driven. So we both had to really adapt to that new aspect.
The Klaassens got their hands on a 38-year-old Porsche 911 with which they entered the race, reserved for cars built prior to 1999.
We had only 3 months to prepare, so there was so much we could learn and do in that time. And our ultimate goal was to finish. So yeah, we took it very seriously because we were very competitive. So yeah, unfortunately there was some tension in the car because he was trying to teach me and we wanted to go smooth. But yeah, I think all that challenges and bumps and tension in the car and all these little fights is what made finishing so special to us.
It's a nod to the past, giving a new lease of life to vintage vehicles, but also an opportunity for crews to experience the thrill of the Dakar without having to necessarily break the bank in the process.
I love Dakar Classic, but at the same time it was more old school rally style, which it's not on time, it's not on speed, and I love that aspect about racing. I love the speed, the actual racing, and ideal time just wasn't my style. So we're doing Dakar Classic and I saw all the big cars, SSVs and T1 pluses, and I thought wow, I really would love to do that one day. And yeah, that's where my passion for that also ignited. And yeah, now I'm doing that. It's incredible.
This year, Klaassen got behind the wheel of a G-Rally Team OT3 in the Challenger class at the Dakar alongside Sharon Moore, and they managed to finish 19th out of 58 challengers despite having engine failure during the race.
Yeah, the first time I did a race in Abu Dhabi, I got a little taste of how it works and all the competitors and everything, and I completely fell in love with it. And yeah, I think G-Rally also has given me a good platform to grow as a driver, because I was so new to the sport and I completely got thrown into the deep end. I hadn't even raced any local races, and they really were patient with me and taught me a lot. And Guillaume, my team boss, would come to all the testing, sit with me, teach me a lot. My engineers taught me also so much. So to have a team that supports you like that and wants you to grow as a driver is really important in the sport. So yeah, that's why I really loved G-Rally. It was very family orientated but very professional at the same time.
South Africa has joined the FIA World Rally Raid Championship for the first time with the Sun City-based South African Safari Rally, which was organized by the SA Rally Raid Championship back in May. The inaugural third round of the W2RC attracted 54 entries in the FIA section, with 36 competing in the ultimate category, 7 in Challenger and 11 in SSV.
It's fun to bring these guys onto the stage, riding out of G-Rally Team OT3. Klaassen from South Africa and Sharon Moore are going to take down the challenge.
It was unreal to have World Rally Raid in South Africa, and it was pretty ironic for me because my first year ever racing in the World Championship is the first time the World Championship came to South Africa. So for me, that was really, really special.
Yeah, it's my first year racing the World Championship, so the fact that it's in South Africa is unreal. To see all the international people, it's really cool. The energy's cool and everything's set up amazing, so I'm really excited for this race.
The new round of the W2RC took place at the foothills of the Pilanesberg National Park and featured 1,218 competitive kilometers in a route of 2,645 kilometers.
Just finished up admin checks. Guys have got all their files there, all the passports and documents. Was quick and scrutineering now in like an hour. So should be all good. The car's there waiting to go. I don't have to be there, but the guys will do that. And then done for the day. Chill briefing later at like 8. And then tomorrow prologue.
You know, we had some advantages because we've raced in that environment and that terrain, and having all the international people, they'd never raced on Savannah and in more safari style. So we had an advantage, and I was really, you know, hoping to do well, and unfortunately it's motorsport, we had some challenges thrown our way.
So we just finished prologue. It was very tight and very technical, also slippery, which I wasn't expecting, very low grip. So yeah, it was kind of hard to judge some of the corners, but came P6, which it's okay. I was a bit conservative, but tomorrow we'll push more. It's a long stage tomorrow and yeah, a long week. So I'm okay. I'm in an okay position. I'm not too upset, and yeah, we'll keep fighting for the week.
We had a really hectic night in marathon stage. It was freezing cold, I think 2 degrees. We woke up with frost on our tent. I was feeling pretty fatigued because, you know, you race the whole day the day before, come back, it's cold, no showers, sleeping in a cold tent, and I woke up feeling pretty fatigued.
It was in the stage, like from when we left in the morning, and I didn't have a jacket because mine got stolen. I literally drove all the way.
Somehow when I started my stage, I felt really good. And according to the split times, I was running second most of the day. And I finished third, which was my first ever podium in a stage. And then unfortunately, we got hit with a penalty for speeding in a 30 zone. My co-driver didn't see that, unfortunately. And yeah, that was really hard because, you know, you want to celebrate and enjoy that moment, and the team was really happy. So, you know, I learned from it and try not to dwell on the moment and just look forward and push. So then that's when, on the last stage, I really just gave my all, and my times were there. I really wanted a stage win. and unfortunately I had a puncture, so it was either win or puncture or something, but I have no regrets. I really enjoyed that last stage and pushing, and yeah, I think those two moments for me really important, was to find that balance of, you know, trying to fight for podium or win, but then there's always consequences and things that can go wrong, so it just shows how demanding the sport can be.
Klaassen gained valuable experience at the event and simply loved racing on home soil.
It wasn't the way I went or wanted it to go, but again, all the spectators and all the people, the energy was just unreal. Everywhere you drove, they saw the South African flags on the car and would really cheer for us, and I felt that energy and it was really special. So even though the race didn't go the way we wanted, I just loved the vibe and the energy that all the South Africans brought, and it was really special for me because my family came to watch, and they've never seen my racing before, so overall it was just some really unreal experience.
Klaassen's star is rising fast as she continues to turn heads on the global rally raid stage. With Dakar 2026 in her sights, she's shifting gears towards her biggest challenge yet.
I think from Safari Rally now, I learnt a lot as a driver, and the team, you know, we learnt a lot from this race, and we saw that our pace is there and the car is really competitive. So I think that was a good positive to take from the Safari Rally into Portugal being the next round of the World Championship, and Morocco, which is the big prep for Dakar. So I think now, knowing that the car is competitive, the pace is there, we really want to try fight for that podium and try, you know, have a good result. So everything leads towards Dakar. Dakar is the ultimate goal, which is where I want to get a good result, and especially after last Dakar and the bad luck we had, we're more motivated. So yeah, we got some small races in between that we use as prep, and the team have done a lot of development on the car. We've just moved to bigger wheels, and we've done a lot of tests to make sure the car is performing, and it really is, and we saw that now at the South African Rally. So yeah, it's really exciting. I think we can do really well as a team, and I can hopefully deliver some good results.